this delusion is that you guys will ever be able to compete with me, let go of it. Salute, Slobtube. How is everybody doing tonight? Let's see. Miss Can't Be Wrong, Big Vic 1965, DZ, K-Mac, Rusty Shackelford, Gunsmoke the Dawn, Edward Everett, Bill Plunski, Cecil Clanton, High Five, Davis Dean. I hope you guys are all having a very good Saturday night. I really do. And I hope that what I'm about to say and do makes it a little bit better. We'll see. You guys decide. Let me put this in here. Antonino, Gonzo Wings, Dave, OC, Brooklyn Rob 1, The Sit Down, a Mafia History podcast, Poodles and Pussies, Michael Myers, Edward Everett got no notification, huh? Friggin' YouTube. Terry Time, Oldest and Baddest, how are you? Matt Blanc, Jeff Tilley. Yes, that's what Lee said. But what is Lee? You know. What is Lee, chat? Everybody say it at the same time. I know there's a lot of things to pick from, but what's the main thing Lee is? I don't want to give it away. Yeah, there you go. Ridge got it first, then Cecil Clanton. Jordan Canada is also correct. Jeff Tilley, you are right. Dave, so are you. Jordan Canada, right again. OC, also correct. Davis Dean, you are right as well. Jordan Canada is right for the third time. Oh, I'm sorry, the fourth time. Miss Can't Be Wrong is correct. Davis Dean is correct. Miss Can't Be Wrong is correct again. K-Mac, Steven Sanchez, Francesco Fiordolino. Listen, all of you guys are correct. Big Vic 1965, you are right as well. So is Jet Friel. Bill Catolo Jr. is cracking up right now. Yeah, he's a liar. You know what I mean? He's a liar. Okay. I'm here to tell you the truth because that's what I do. I bring the truth. Okay. So let me get some more people in here and we'll get to it. Bill Catolo is also right. He said scumbag. Yes, that's he's also a scumbag. Yes. Randy West. Very true. Jet Friel, possibly. K-Mac, yes, he is hungry. He's always hungry. Matt B, glad I could make a live. Haven't been because of work. Keep doing the good work, brother. I know I love FBS, and we push back. Well, we love you, too, and thank you for the $4.99, my friend. You know what that is, bro? My bad. Sorry about that, guys. Listen, this is the one room that is not air conditioned in this house. We have central air. And we actually have it in here, but for some reason, I don't know if it's because the sun beats down on this side of the house. I don't know what it is, but it isn't that effective. So I have a little fan right here, and sometimes I have it on high. I apologize for that noise. That's my bad. If you want, I'll just delete the whole channel. How does that sound? I'll just go away and never come back. I will tell you guys this. I went to the doctor. That's what I did between streams. Well, I went to urgent care, but a doctor. I got some medicine, and I need to rest and take it easy and get better. Okay, I have some issues right now, some health issues that need to be addressed. So um, the only reason I have any bit of energy right now and have a smile on my face is because of the good news. The window is open as well too. Maybe that's what you hear, the crickets and shit. It's possible. But most likely this fan. Black Hat Music, how are you? I hope you're feeling better, my friend. You gave me whatever you had. Black Hat Music made me sick. Thanks. Now I'm dying. I hope you're happy. Yeah, Miss can't be wrong. Trust me, it's got me and Shanna worrying too. I don't feel I don't feel good. So I gotta get better. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, after the last show, I had a plan um, to take a break from Slobtube, and I know I've said that before, but now I'm sick and I need rest. And honestly, you guys know how it is. I don't care who wants to hear it and who doesn't. This is a business. If it's not making money, I can't do it, and it really hasn't been lately. So I'm trying to decide what to do, if I just want to go away for a while and come back. And that was my plan, is that I was going to leave for at least the rest of August. We'll see after this show. I don't know. I don't know. There might be an announcement tomorrow, me and another content creator. We'll see how it goes. But I had to do this show. Okay. Even though I had my night all planned out. You know what it consisted of? Nothing. It's going to lay around with Shanna, watch movies, maybe eat some food. You know what I mean? And just rest. And then just continue that throughout the weekend and next week. But I got some good news and I had to do this show. So here I am. Yeah, I might have to. Black Hat Music. I got sick right after Florida vacation too. Better than getting sick during vacation though. Black Hat, you couldn't have said it better. All I kept thinking of is I got sick after I got off the plane back. I'm just glad I didn't get sick off of getting off of the plane there. You know what I mean? Because that would have ruined a very expensive vacation in paradise. By the way, I'm angry. I'm very angry at Nikki Blade and Tony Soflo because they get to live in South Florida and I don't. So I'm a little angry. You guys ready for the news? I mean, I'm sure you already know what the news is going to be. You can tell by the thumbnail. But I'll tell you what, let's get the likes up a little bit. If you got some donations to throw at me, do that, please. And then I will tell you what I know. And I know everything. And I'll do this show for as long as I can tonight. And then I will end it. And then Gunsmoke the Dawn will come on at some point. And then I don't know if Jeff Nadeau is doing a show. He might even jump on this show. If anybody wants to jump on this show during this stream and express their excitement or their cheer about the current situation, you are more than welcome to. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I need $111,000 in small bills. What's the likes looking like right now? I can't speak. 33. How dare you? That is not enough. 193 people and 44 likes. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Come on, guys. Stop it. Hit the like button, please. DZ, $5. Everybody support. Thank you, DZ. I appreciate it. Gonzo Wings, $10 super sticker. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you guys. Good people. Good people. I know Miss Can't Be Wrong. Is Lee getting lipo? In a way, he's losing a whole person. So in a way, Nadeau is a good guy. I could have swore I saw a video he was boxing in. Yeah, absolutely. He did the boxing thing. He did. 48 likes. What the fuck? The Sit Down on Mafia History podcast, $10. Thank you, bro. I understand if some of you can't send money, but you can't hit the like button. That's too much for you guys. You're just like, nah, FBS is sick. He's dying. Feels like dog shit. He's on here to entertain us. But hitting the like button is just too much. We can't do all that. For real? Come on, guys. $77. All right, it's getting there. Keep it going if you can. Here we go. All right, so after the doctor, I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription. Oh, look, NYC Crime Spot, $9.99 super sticker. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. I had to, that's pretty awesome, actually. Two insanely good MobTube shows donating one after another. The Sit Down and Organized Crime podcast. I'm sorry, a Mafia History podcast, and NYC Crime Spot. I'm honored. So I went to pick up a prescription at the pharmacy, and I got a text from another content creator who said, Danny said on the show today, meaning Lee and Danny's show, that this was his last show. And I said, okay, all right. Do you think he was for real or was he joking? He said, it sounds like he's for real. I said, okay. Then he texted me back like 20 minutes later and he said, oh, shit, Joe Batters with the $50 Cash App. My man. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate you. No message, just $50. Thanks, bro. It's very kind and generous of you. And welcome back. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. So, I don't know where I was at, but he texted me back and he said, now Lee says that it's not happening. It was a joke. Danny is not really leaving the show. So I said, okay, listen. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to divulge private conversations to you, okay? But I needed to know the answer to this, okay? I've needed to know for some time now. So I reached out to some people who reached out to some people, and I got the answer, okay? Danny is done. There is no more Lee Cole III and Danny Trio podcast. It is over. I can promise you that. I know it for a fact, okay? So here's what I think, okay? Lee probably received this information about Danny leaving right before the show. Matter of fact, that's exactly what happened, okay? And he didn't know how to handle it because that's Lee. Just like he doesn't know how to say Gius, he says Geis. He's a fucking moron. So once Danny made his little announcement and said, this is my last show, Lee, see, you got to understand, Lee doesn't want to how do I say this? It's funny to think that Lee would want to save face considering what his face looks like. I mean, you would think you'd want to get rid of that. But for some reason, Lee wants to save it. I don't know why. I don't get it. So as the show is going on, his wheels are turning. What excuse do I make up? What do I say? How do I, just like how, over the last few days, it was like, oh, Danny's working on a big business deal. Listen, that's possible. Danny may have been, but most likely, he was just saying that because Danny probably just wasn't doing shows for a few days. Okay, and from what I understand, Danny was not going to do that show today. Right? But Lee did receive this news, and he did the show. And then him and I guess Chicky tried to play it off at the end. Oh, it's a joke. Danny's not leaving. It's not happening. Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is, Lee. That show is over. There is no more Lee Cole III and Danny Trio podcast. And it simply comes down to this. Yeah, well, that's what he'll say. Yeah, something like that. Where's Johnny Mac? Yeah. Everything's a plan with him. I don't know if Bill's coming on tonight. That's up to Bill. He's always welcome on here. I forgot what I was saying. Of course, that's bound to happen 3 or 4 times a show. But Lee just or Danny is listen. As far as I know, Danny just doesn't want any part of this shit anymore. I don't think he was trying to hurt Lee or fuck him over in any way. I don't know if there's any ill feelings there. I doubt it. I don't know the details of that. I just know that he doesn't want to be bothered with this shit, Danny. And who could blame him? Who can blame him? This is a guy who, you got to understand, he owns a business. He's a busy man. He has a family. You know what I mean? So this fucking guy installs glass or whatever all day long. And then whenever Lee is ready, he's got to hop on this show and basically be the star of it for nothing, for no money, for no nothing. Why would he want to continue it? And listen, I said when this whole thing happened with me and Lee, that was going to be the end. That show was going to be over. I told you guys it would only be a matter of time till Danny leaves. Now, what you guys didn't know is that I actually knew that for a fact. I wasn't just guessing. But I started to have my doubts lately. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. What is going on here? It's a lot of time is beginning to pass. You know what I mean? But here it is. He's done. Okay. And no, Gonzo Wings, I don't think it's not that he couldn't handle the heat. I think Danny's a pretty tough guy. But who would want to do this? I mean, look, even me, guys, you don't understand. You a lot of you don't get it. To the viewers, this is all fun. It's all, sit back and watch as a war breaks out and people are fucking slandering each other and doxing each other, and people's families are getting fucking harassed and abused. Wives, kids, everything. It's fun to watch. It's not fun to do. Guys, I'm sorry. There was a time it was fun, and I still enjoy it to some extent. But you'd have to be a masochist to be doing this for free. You'd have to be out of your ever-loving fucking mind to be doing this for free, or even without being what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say highly. I got to watch how I say everything. Without being compensated, I'll just say. That's all. Okay? To some extent. Depending on whatever you think you may deserve. I don't know. You can't put a number on it for everybody. Everyone's different. And Danny, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Danny wouldn't pay Lee. Danny wouldn't take any of the money because he knew Lee needed it. Simple as that. But why do it for free, though? Okay, you're not going to take the money. It's not like you're being stiffed or anything, but can you blame Danny? Guys, this shit is not fun for us. Okay, any of us who are content creators on here, this side and the other side, we go through hell. We go through fucking hell. You got scumbags left and right abusing your fucking family and the people closest to you and abusing you every fucking day. Every day you wake up, it's like, Jesus Christ, I don't even want to look at my fucking text because I don't want to hear what this one or that one said while I was sleeping. Like, it's, oh, whose fucking family member's picture did they put up today? Great. That's a whole new fucking battle to fight. Guys, it's not. That's why I don't give a fuck if they say he's a beggar, he's this and that. No, I have to be out of my fucking mind to do this without being compensated, okay? To whatever level I think I require to put up with all this horse shit. So somebody like Danny, who's not accepting the money because his partner, seems to need it, why would he put himself through this shit? Because now Lee got him involved in a fucking war. Lee got him involved in a war now. You know what I mean? Because Lee made the dumbest decision a person could make, which is what Lee always does. Bill, you are correct about that. Yes, You are correct about that, but I won't get into that. I forget what I was saying again. Doesn't matter. But what was I saying, guys? What the fuck was the last thing I said? Somebody fill me in. Because usually I would just start over, but I feel like I was on a roll and I was making a point. See what happens? Bill texts me and fucked me all up. I'm just playing, Bill. I'm just playing. All right. Let me check something. Hold on. I'll get back to what I was saying. Let me just check something. Frank C. Danny left because of the bullshit that Leah's dragged him into. The man has his own business. He does not need the bullshit. Agree, FBS. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Okay. Lee made the dumbest decision. The dumbest, thank you, Robert Urich, the dumbest decision he could have made in this situation he was in. It was a fucking home run, but all you had to do, Lee, all you had to do was say, listen, Angel was wrong. I'm not going to sit here and bash her. I don't have a problem with Angel, but she was wrong. She shouldn't have put a fucking 10-year-old's picture up, especially with a fucking death threat next to it. That's it. That's it. And life would be the same for Lee. His subs would still be legit. He wouldn't, be all fucked up with that. His money would have stayed the same. He would have been getting along with everybody. Everybody. Because if he would have just said that Angel was wrong, they wouldn't have attacked him for that. There's no way, because he was still working behind the scenes with them. He had it made and he had to fuck it up. This is why I tell you, Lee is the world's biggest fuck up. He has to shoot himself in the foot every chance he gets. He has to. And he sabotaged himself. Exactly. Who said that? Edward Everett. Yeah. He sabotaged himself. And now he's got no partner. And yes, the fact that he's got no partner anymore is absolutely because of what happened between me and Lee. Yes. Because it went from all peacefulness, okay, and Lee and Danny just doing their show every day and having no beef with anyone. Everybody had their cushy little time slot. Everybody was making money. It was beautiful. And then Lee, being Lee, had to fuck it up for everyone. Everyone. Including himself, mainly himself. The rest of us didn't feel any impact. But Danny had to deal with that shit. He's the guy's partner. Danny had to watch this guy who he co-signs fucking flip-flop and make friends with his worst enemies. You go behind Danny's back. You're talking to fucking Tony Pizza on the fucking phone. You put Danny in a position where he's got to fucking interview Angel Gotti now. You know what I mean? After all that bullshit. Like, you're coming up with ideas and shit for him. And then you drag him into all this bullshit. You know that Danny is going to be a target sitting next to you. And look, maybe Danny doesn't give a fuck about that. But I'm quite sure, Lee, knowing you, that you are a constant pain in the ass for any fucking partner you ever have. I can't even imagine. Bro, I remember, like, just the way Lee would call me. I wasn't even his partner. I was just a guy, another guy on Mob2. He'd call me fucking 10 times a day. I can't even imagine what he puts Danny through. It's got to be a fucking nightmare. And Danny has a business. He's financially stable. Why the fuck would he need this shit? I'm telling you right now, if I had a business where I was well off, you wouldn't see me any fucking where near YouTube. Nowhere. I don't give a fuck how much fun it might be. No. This shit is a fucking nightmare. It's a 24-hour-a-day job. Emails, texts, phone calls, Facebook messages, Instagram messages, comments, all this shit. Then the fighting back and forth between people. Having your loved ones attacked just for being your loved ones. You going through your own personal abuse from all these scumbags on here. All this shit. Like I said, you'd have to be a masochist. You'd have to be psychotic to fucking just deal with that and not get anything out of it. So, who can blame Danny? Who can blame him? You know what I mean? Who wouldn't have walked away from him? You know what I'm saying? Now, let's just add, okay, that Lee's new thing. And maybe I know for a fact, maybe I don't, but I'll tell you this. Let's just say I assume it doesn't sit well with Danny that all of a sudden Lee is on a different show every night, or sometimes 2 or 3 shows, talking shit. Just talking shit, just insulting people, making an ass out of yourself with the whole analytics thing and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Having this big ego, acting like you're the fucking Larry King of MobTube. I mean, Lee's an embarrassment to himself and everybody around him. So why would Danny stick by? You'd have to be fucking nuts. And listen, let me tell you something else. If Lee was getting attacked, or I'm sorry, if Danny was getting attacked by any of us, none of us have a problem with Danny. You guys know that. I don't see anything bad about him. He's never done anything bad to me. Well, he was on the verge there for a while. But he was being attacked simply because of who his fucking partner was. So that's going to stop. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I know, David Gallant. Yeah, I know, Tony Ducks. You ain't kidding. The King of Liberty Avenue. Yeah, I agree and I don't, only because it's not just happening. It happened right off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff has been going on. MobTube is only what? We'll say 14 months old or so. It's been going on for at least 12 of those months, a year. You know what I mean? Everybody turns on each other. Everybody has beefs. You know, it goes back and forth. That's what it's become. It's what it's become. Maybe it's a shame. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. What's the real entertainment on MobTube? Honestly. I mean, the mob stuff, of course, it's always entertaining to people that are into the mob. But I mean, the real entertainment, the excitement, the thing that keeps people interested in MobTube is this stuff. It's the shit I do. It's the shit SoFlo does. It's even the shit Lee does. Look at Angel's show. She's a stepdaughter of John Gotti. But when she's talking about me, she has 300 people watching. When she's doing anything else, she barely has 100. So that's your answer right there. Me too. Me too. If I do a true crime show or a mob show today, or even an interview with a fucking celebrity, I will get half the viewers and make a tenth of the money. So I don't know if it's a shame. I think this is what people like. They like drama. They like excitement. They like feuding. They like conflict. That's why reality TV show is what it is. Take a show like Jersey Shore. You think that show would have been as big as it was if it wasn't for the constant conflict and people fighting and shit? And yes, I've been, unfortunately, in the room when Shanna's watched it. I swear to God. I hate that fucking show. Shanna loves it. But I know they fight and shit on there a lot. It's any other show. Same thing. Didn't the shows back in the day, wasn't that what The Real World and all that type of shit was? Just people living in a house together fucking fighting? Well, we're not living in a house together, but it's a storyline. It's like a soap opera. You know, you guys get excited. You wake up every fucking day. Who's going at this one? What did this one say about that one? I mean, even me to an extent. Even me. There's times I can listen to Tony fucking Pizza, depending on who he's talking about and whether or not he's being funny that day. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about when it really comes down to it. Jeff Nadeau. Jeff Nadeau is an entertaining guy. He's got great mob content. No matter what, without any drama at all, he's always going to have an audience and people are always going to watch. But tell me you guys wouldn't be even more glued to the screen tonight if he just lost his shit and started trashing people. Of course you would. It's human nature. You know what I mean? It's fun. It is. It's fun. I don't want to sit around and listen to people talk about politics and their day and shit like that. No. I want something good. I want some entertainment. That's how it is. Jersey Shore is an embarrassment to New Jersey, to Italians, to everything. Yeah. Let me read. Hold on. Antonino, maybe John Abenda will take Danny's place. Funny ass comment. Tony Ducks, $10. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. The algorithm will not stand for it. Yeah, but you know what? And that's the thing. Like somebody I was on the phone with earlier said that, Danny just, basically picked a bad partner. But Lee is a con man. We've all been through it with Lee. Listen, even after I fought with Lee for almost a year, when I started talking to him again, you get him on the phone and it's like, man, you almost feel bad for him. And you're like, what a nice guy. I mean, he really has that way about him that's very convincing that he's really just been trying to do the right thing all along. You know what I mean? And so Danny wasn't familiar with all this shit. You think he knew what he was stepping into? He might have, but I doubt it. And Lee probably didn't tell him either. Lee probably just said, come on my show. Danny did it. He saw that he had a lot of support from the chat and thought, hey, this might be a cool thing to do regularly. But if you're Danny, okay, you're a family man, you live in Florida, you got a business, you're well off financially. After being here for a couple of months, would you not seriously consider getting the fuck out of here? Now, don't get me wrong. For all I know, Danny might be coming back with his own show. I don't know. I just know that his show with Lee is over. Steve Cutler, some people are going to feel like that no matter what. Danny leaving is good, but it's too late for his reputation. Just look at the last few weeks and what he's essentially co-signed. Anthony Santoro, Danny talks like he's a guy from the neighborhood. Lee looks like a guy running the bagel store. Lee Mulhole, you prick ya. The only bad thing Danny did was co-host with Lee. Exactly. I'd still like to get to the bottom of his record. Well, maybe he'll do that. Who knows? Maybe he'll show it to you. I don't know. The other side is crumbling. Everyone is turning on each other. First, Vinny Green, I Light, Lefty, Danny Trio, and Pizza. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know where I consider Lefty, if I'd consider him on that side, but I know what you're saying. It's bound to happen. You put a bunch of snakes together, you know what I mean? Jordan Canada, to be fair, though, no one on here truly has to engage one another. Most people on here want to. Yeah, it's easy to say, though, bro. Let me give you an example, okay? You take some of the things I've been involved in, okay? You take a guy like Tony Pizza. I didn't want to get into it with this fucking clown. I didn't. I sat back for like a month or two while he trashed me and trashed me and trashed me. And then he started going at Shanna, and it was time to respond. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I never should have done it. But walk in my shoes and see what you would do. You know what I mean? You do, to an extent, have to engage eventually. You have to. No man is going to let a whole shitload of people just walk the fuck all over him. Why should you? So, you know. The Sit Down, a Mafia History podcast. Next show, Lee and Stacks Hey, man, it's me, Stacks. Lee joins me. Hello, people. That'll be his next fucking partner. I say his next partner is Chicky. How about that? Let me see something. Johnny Mac said, you can tell everyone I said I have no real issue with Danny. So there you go. And I have to find Frank's. Or did I already? That's the one I already read, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. You called it before I did, Raging Bull. Yeah, the Lee and Chicky show coming soon. Yep. Lee couldn't stop addressing drama and explaining their analytics. Plus, he made Danny uncomfortable. Lee also made his show about leaving MobTube and never addressing drama again. That lasted maybe 2 days. And I can tell you this for a fact. For a fact. Lee did not call Danny that day and tell him he was going to do that. He didn't. Lee, out of fucking nowhere, just makes a video speaking for himself and Danny and saying we're leaving MobTube. Danny had no idea that was coming. He's erratic. He's out of his fucking mind. It's almost like he's getting high. Can't say it for a fact. But I kind of can. It's my opinion. Mustache Pete, I will call you after this show. It's not all about the drama, LOL, FBS. There are some true contact celebrities creations. Oh, do you mean conflict? Some true contact celebrities create. I have no idea what the fuck that means. I don't know what that means, bro. Do you mean that celebrities create conflict for the drama? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not all about the drama, LOL, FBS. Well, I'll tell you what. I go by numbers and stuff like that. Not like Lee, not with the analytics, right? But as I said earlier, the biggest shows on here, whether you like it or not, are mine, Lee's, MRE's, and Tony Soflo's. What does that tell you? It's nothing but conflict. Even when Lee does a mob show, he talks about the mob for 5 fucking minutes, and then he starts talking shit about somebody. That's it. It's all conflict all the time, and it has been for well over a year. Angel Show. I left that out. I guess you can count that. Count the amount of shows that aren't about some sort of drama or conflict with another content creator, namely me. Good. It is all about drama. It really is. I hate to break it to you guys, but it is. Yeah, Johnny boy. He wasn't taking a dime from Lee. And listen, I can guess why, because I know Lee. Oh, Danny, listen, we made X amount of dollars this month, but, I got to pay this, and my car needs that, and, I'm really behind. And Danny's like, yeah, fuck it, keep the money. That would be my guess. Yes, and congratulations to Nadu. Absolutely. Frank C. said he walked away because of all the bullshit. Grant Gambone, Pee-wee, my man, $50 for my other half of the weekly dues. He doesn't fuck around, Pee-wee. $100 every week like clockwork. Thank you, my friend. Jamie P, did I call this out? $3 super sticker? I'm not sure, but thank you. I don't think as many people enjoy all this as you think, but many people are just invested in defending someone now. I disagree. Gonzo Wings, I'm totally sick of it. You guys have Kevlar skin. I can't stand Cola Cone. Yeah, none of us can. What's the breaking news? Nothing. Patrick Romano Williams, it's like watching gladiators in the old Roman Colosseum. Well said. It is. Bill Catola, Lee gets no F pass from me. I wish Danny peace, love, and health. I think that's the way we all feel, bro. I think that's the way we all feel. Oh shit, Pee Wee, that's dope. Got me on the big screen. Yeah, I feel the same way. I have no problem with Danny. I didn't this whole time. But the thing with Jimmy Calandra, that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Yelling and threatening fucking Jimmy, that was nuts. And then the other day they said he was talking shit. That bothered me, but all we can talk about is what's going on right now. All right, Boston J. Peace. MobTube has run its course, boys. The days are numbered. Yeah, Pete Russo, my dick rider. Yeah, sure. You fucking wish. You know how long I've been hearing that, bro? Your days are numbered here, though. Block user. Peace. Bill Catolo, I agree. Lee deserves no slack. No. There's enough freaks on the other side for content for years, FPS. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Listen, guys, it's hard for you guys to tell me because I've tried it all. I've tried it all. You know what I'm saying? I told you, there's one real measuring stick of anything in life: money. That's it. That's the success. That's how you measure success in life. It really is. At least when it comes to a money-making venture, that's the measuring stick. The bottom line: how much money you making, right? I've done it all, guys. I've told my life story. I've done mob show after mob show. I've interviewed the most important people ever to be interviewed on MobTube. And I fought with people. And guess what always wins? Makes more money, gets more views, gets people talking, and gets people excited and interested. This shit. Why do you think that's all I do now? Because it's like anything else. You figure out the formula, you stick to it. Now, if somehow everybody started fighting tomorrow, okay, we'd all have to figure out something different. But a lot of you forget this is how it started. It started with me going after A-Light, Lee going after A-Light, MRE going after A-Light. Okay? And then MRE going after Rats, and Lee going after whoever he was fighting with, and me going after whoever I was fighting with. It's the way it started out. It didn't become this. It was always this. Is MRE sitting on his show trashing rats he's never met before any less of a drama show than if he was trashing me? Or somebody else from MobTube? No, it's all drama. It's all drama. You know what I mean? It's the same as politics. Why the fuck do you think CNN and Fox News can be so goddamn successful? Because the people who fucking hate Republicans will always watch CNN just to hear them talk bad about Republicans, even if it's all bullshit. Always. Millions of people. They want to hear someone talk badly of their enemies. Same thing with Fox News. You think anybody who watches Fox News likes Joe Biden? No. They listen to Fox News to hear every possible bad, horrible thing that could ever be said about one man said about him, whether it's true or not. Same with CNN. You think they watch that to hear what a good job Trump was doing as president? No. They want to hear that Trump was a horrible fucking president and everything he did was wrong, even if a lot of what he did was right, and everything CNN is saying is complete bullshit. They don't care. That's what the other side is all about. The other side, they just want to hear shit talked about me. They don't care if it's true. They can know for a fact it's not true. So that's all this is. That's it. It's politics on a different stage. And it's between non-politicians. That's all it is. It's constant fighting and arguing and bickering. And let me tell you, if that stuff stopped, it all goes away. It all goes away. If all the fighting stopped and everybody started getting along and it was nothing but mob content, let me tell you something, guys. It wouldn't be a third of what it is. It just wouldn't. I know a lot of people like to think, oh man, it'd be so great if all the content creators got along and just did shows together. No, it wouldn't. It'd be fucking boring. It'd be real boring. And none of us would have any interest in it. That's for sure. Joe Batters, $9.99. R.I.P. Lee Cole III. Yeah. I bet the other side ain't going to do a funeral for him, huh? BM. Not sure who you are. If you're new, welcome. $49.99. Thank you very much, BM. Thank you. I appreciate that. Notice when their channels are doing poorly, Staxley, MRENB all try to start shit with you, FBS. Of course. I left Angel alone for like 2 weeks. I even said on my show, I'm done talking bad about Angel. I've had it. Okay? Guys, I swear to God on my life, and I know most of you saw it. I said a couple months back, I'm done talking about Angel. I'm done. I've had it. I'm leaving her alone. I didn't talk badly of her or even mention her fucking name for a couple of weeks. Other than every now and then I might have went, my father, just because people love that. Okay? I didn't say a bad word. And during that 2 weeks, she did trivia shows and, oh, let's sing and talk and talk about the past and look at pictures and all this other shit. And she was getting 77 people, 90 people, maybe if she was lucky, 100. And then what'd she do? One night out of fucking nowhere, starts attacking FBS again. They all do it. They all do it. Angel knows better than anyone. Her fucking channel collapses without FBS. It's nothing. Nobody will listen to it anymore. We know that for a fact because she has tried it and nobody listened. I would say watched, but there's never anybody on the fucking screen, so it's basically just a podcast. Randall, thank you very much for the $10, my friend. You use your whole name in here, right? I believe you do. I'll just say Randall for now. And I'm sure there's only one in the chat. Thank you for that $10. Oh, shit, look at this. Do you want me to say that? I'm assuming you do. And I don't mind. You $20 from Anthony, I'll shout out your business. Should I? You want me to, Anthony? Can you say in the chat? You want me to plug your business real quick? I'm not sure. I don't want to fucking say it and then oh my God, of course, bro. He said, bro, if you left us, then all these spin-off troll shows would be kaputs. Of course. Look at all the other shows that are all they do is bash me. I mean, they literally like an Assassinino guy just sits there and videotapes his fucking TV and talks shit. We're all how many channels is there just like that just go away? Clip channels and shit. What happens to all of them? That's all based on all this shit. So let me tell you something, guys. This whole thing could fall apart real easily. You have no idea. It wouldn't take that much. But anybody who thinks that, oh, people are getting tired of the drama's not going to last, blah, blah, blah. It's the only thing that's going to last. The only thing. Guess what? Eventually, people will get tired of all the mob shit. They will. I mean, after hearing the same fucking stories 5 million fucking times, people just get tired of it. Just like I am now. You know what I mean? But this shit, human conflict between people, no. And look, it's a bunch of characters. You know what I mean? Myself included. We're a bunch of characters, so it's interesting. This is the new reality TV. It's all it is. Common Sense, 1999. My man, I hope you're feeling good. Feeling a little better now that I, got some good news and stuff, but I'll text you later and let you know what's going on. I definitely need to get some rest for a while. There's no doubt about it. I got some medicine I need to be taking. And, hopefully I'm fully better soon. But I think I need to take a break or I'm going to have some serious issues. Mr. H, FBS is correct. I enjoy some mob content, but what gets the blood pumping and the money flowing is the feuding and the ever changing landscape of MobTube. Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Listen, if you're really honest with yourselves, what's more interesting? Me putting up a headline that insinuates that Lee Cole and Danny Trio no longer have a show. Now, I'm just talking about to you guys who follow us every day. Or if I would have put up breaking news, there was a Colombo family bust in New Jersey earlier today. And be honest with yourselves. You know the answer. I did a show. The NBA and the Button Man is over. That was the title. I think it was like one of my highest viewed shows. I didn't even have any idea that would happen. I was just doing a show talking about it. But people want to know stuff. You know what I mean? They're interested in all this shit. I told you a while ago you're the Katie Joy of MobTube. Yeah, apparently, Terry Time. And I did look into some of her stuff. Interesting. How can I go live and get money from people? What a good time to be living in, LOL. Yeah. No arguments here. It is. Assassinino, he says, cuz, yo, cuz. What's he going to crip walk next? Rusty Shackelford, Gunner, Vinny Green, Danny, who will be FBS takeout next? I don't know. Or who will FBS take out next? Listen, I don't know. I know this. Lee is in a predicament now, okay? Because Lee, what's he going to do for mob content? In all seriousness. Well, let me just tell you. You ready? Every show he's going to have. Now, listen, pay attention because I am Siciliano the Magnificent, okay? I'm like Karnak. Remember when Carson used to do Karnak the Magnificent? I'm a psychic too, okay? And I can put my pack of cigarettes against my head and predict the future. And what that just told me is from now on, every mob show Lee does is going to be accompanied by Angel Gotti, Chicken Cacciatore, Joe Bayath, maybe not mob show, but MRE will be joining them a lot. Who else? I have to put some thought into it, but definitely Joe Bayath, Angel, and Chicky. Okay, because he can't do till this day. He can't do mob shows on his own, so he's fucked as far as that goes. He's fucked. My father would spit on me. I just wanted to say that. He's screwed. He is. He really is. Let me get down here. Yes. Rolex and race cars, yes. He did. Danny's done. Yep. Common, Brad got his panties in a bunch today because of FBS donations. Who is Brad? We have a Brad now? Who the fuck is that? Lee will do 2 minutes of MobTube stuff, then the rest talking about FBS. Of course. And listen, guys, I'm privy to a lot of information. You have no idea. Like, I heard a little bit of Lee's show today, and I heard him talking about, dude, we're doing so well. Our numbers are up and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Listen, Lee's Lee took a major fucking ass kicking when he made the fatal mistake of going against FBS and the people on this side. He did. Okay. A lot of people walked away from Lee. A lot of people, as they should have. He's a bad guy. He really, really is. Look what he did. Now, here's the funny thing, Lee. You're such a fucking moron. First of all, you made a couple mistakes. One being, I was never going to attack you in any way, shape, or form, bro. After we stopped talking and I got pissed off at you, I was just done. I said on my next couple of shows, I'm not going to talk bad about Lee. But then you went on Angel's show and you started your bullshit. As far as Danny, if you would have just stayed neutral and not have gone over there and started all that bullshit with us, if you would have just said, you know what, fuck Angel and those guys, fuck FBS and those guys. I mean, it's just going to be the Lee and Danny show. You'd be fine. You'd be fine. But Danny or Lee can't just do Lee. He's got to have a side. He's got to do this. He's got to do that. Nah, bro. Look at people like Jeff Nadeau. You know, one of the reasons Jeff Nadeau is successful and he isn't bothered by many people because he doesn't really get involved. He just does his thing. Look at people like Black Handprint Mafia. Is he on a side? No. Is he embroiled in any of this beef? No. He does his thing. It is possible to be an independent show here. It is. Okay? But Lee can't do it. He's got to have backup at all times. And he got so paranoid that day. Oh, my God, they're going to attack me. They're going to attack me. They're going to attack me. I got to make good with the other side. And he fucking hung himself, so to speak. Sorry, Lee. But you did. You did. Stupid ass. Now you're without a partner. You're without donations. You're without a lot of things. A lot of certain other people I don't want to mention. You're without them too. And you got to put up with this shit all the time. Great choice. But hey, you got an interview with Chicken Cacciatore and Anthony Grasso. So, boy, did you come out on top. I interviewed Chicky so many fucking times, I felt like I could write his book. You know what I mean? Jesus. Lee will buy more subs and say Danny was holding him back. Probably. That was another stupid thing. I happened to know that Danny was watching for how Lee was going to handle that sudden influx in subs because Danny knew it was bullshit. Lee burned all his bridges. Yes, he did. Derek Hayes, FBS, it's been a minute. Good to see you still doing your thing and doing it well. During the summer months, I'm not online much. Just stopped in to say hello and keep doing you. Good vibes. Thank you, Derek Hayes. Good to see you here. Lee will have about 5 minutes of recycled mob stories and the rest about you. Yep. Yeah. But I wanna say something here too, Lee, and you can take this however you want. I know what you're gonna want to do now. Okay, you're gonna want to lash out at us, which is cool. We expect that from you. But I'm assuming you also want to lash out at Danny. And listen, nobody can stop you. Do what you want. But just so you know, there's two people involved, Danny and Lee. Okay? And me and SoFlo, and Johnny Mac, and people on this side, we have Danny's back. Okay? Not Lee's. So you decide how you want to go about that. But I can promise you this. Whatever decision Lee makes, it will be the wrong one. It will be the wrong one. Is my Shanna in here? Hello, my beautiful wife. James Proctor, PMP. I know some people look at views, subs, but FBS has the most loyal base. Don't think any other MobTube creators get even half as many super chats, Cash App donations as Chris. Great show as always. Yes, thank God for the good people of MobTube. And thank you, James. Thank you. Me personally, 90% of mob stuff I consume is from about the late 1930s to 1970s or so. I read a lot of old FBI documents, old OC crime reports, etc. I can't take reading the 176th John Gotti story. Exactly. It's a lot of it's just played out. A lot of it is just played out. Some of these guys are especially good at it. You know what I mean? And they pick obscure characters, and or they'll take a story we already know, but add details to it that we didn't know before, and shit like that is still cool. But for the most part, no. For the most part, no. You're not hearing any fucking thing, anything new and exciting. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, more mob stuff, fantastic. But it's done. You understand? This is why I say, as far as MobTube, just wipe it off my phone, guys. Who knows? They'll make a video. FBS was jerking off. Yeah, okay. What was I saying? If it comes to as far as MobTube, what's more interesting, this drama stuff or this the mob content? Well, I'll tell you the very simple answer. The mob is gone. Okay, what's left of it is a shell of what it used to be. It's nothing. Okay, therefore the story is over. The story of the mob is over, guys. It's been over for a long time. All you can do is tell old stories. That's it. That's it. How interesting, really, let's be honest, how interesting is, say, John Panisi or Gene Borello? I don't know about you guys, but to me, couldn't be less interesting. I couldn't give two shits about what's going on in the mob for the last 20 years. Okay, it hasn't been the same for the last 20 years, so who cares? This right here is an ever-changing storyline. It's different damn near every day. That's what makes it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know how much I wish sometimes that I could see it from like you guys' eyes, like I could sit back and just turn this on one day and be like, wow, look at all these different characters. And, it would be interesting to me to see what it's like from an outsider's perspective. I've always been part of it, so I don't know, but I would like to know what it's like. I'm assuming it's pretty fucking exciting. Tom Sheehy, my man, what's up, bro? Thank you again. As always, we love you. Edward Everett, yeah, probably. I walked away from Lee and will never come back. Can't say I blame you. Vinny Green driving a Lambo in heaven now. He would never make it to heaven. Lee was saying he never talks shit about you, really, dude. That's why I say this guy's getting high. I mean, he's out of his fucking mind. He says he hasn't mentioned me in like a week. What do you mean? You were on that show 2 days ago talking about calling the cops and pressing charges on me. And you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And SoFlo, and what is he talking about? Lee never showed proof for any of his claims. He lost credibility. Of course. He has no proof. He's a fucking liar. You know what I mean? He's a fucking liar. Damn. Not bad. You know what? I'm going to shout out. I'm just going to do it because I got the $20 Venmo from Anthony. It says, from City Tropics Tanning Salon, North Arlington and Nutley, New Jersey. So thank you, Anthony, for the $20. And I'll shout it out again. City Tropics Tanning Salon, North Arlington and Nutley, New Jersey. It's a good way to get a plug for your business. I don't blame you one bit. Stephen Cordell, $25. I didn't read his message. Love your shows. Thank you for the $25, my friend. Appreciate you. My beautiful wife said, smash that like button. This man deserves a trophy. I don't know about that, but I do deserve some rest. And I'm going to take some. And I'm going to lay down with my beautiful wife tonight. And guess what we're not going to talk about? MobTube. Not going to talk about it. I swear to God, guys, I was not going to do this show tonight. Once I got this news, I was like, who better to break it than me? Right, Lee? Lee thought he was going to get away with that. Lee, you don't think I've been staying on top of this? You don't think I've been talking to people? You don't think that I knew Danny was going to leave you long before you knew Danny was going to leave you, bro? You weren't paranoid as to why I calmed down and was just laying off him? You weren't paranoid about that, Lee? Ah. Life is extra special sometimes. Grant Gambone, Pee Wee, my man, $20 for late fee for the dues. LOL. Thank you, Pee Wee. Thank you very much, man. You didn't have to do that. FBS, don't let me come back or I'm buying you a cheesesteak. LOL. Or don't let Lee come back or I'm buying you a cheesesteak. Nah, bro, I don't want a cheesesteak from you, Pee Wee. And Lee, never in a million fucking years, bro. Never, 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 never. But listen, the smartest thing he could have done, and he would have been back in everybody's good graces, was just not fuck with anybody. You know what I mean? Just say, okay, listen, they're pissed off at me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying something I don't want to say, but I'm just gonna do my own thing. But now he runs over there and he makes himself look like a fool and he starts befriending old enemies and you know what I mean? What do you mean, common sense? Elaborate on what you mean. I thought you've been in the chat the whole time. Chicago race engines. Lee responded it was a joke, and him and Lee still a thing. Yeah, no, wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. You guys can take my word for that. Della's my name. Trio doesn't need the drama garbage. He is no nonsense type of guy. I like Danny. He's real people. Lee is an imbecile for shitting on it. For sure. And listen, if Lee were to try to say, oh, it's not true, FBS is lying, blah, 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 Danny will be back. Somebody might pop on my show and tell you otherwise. Just letting you know. I was pretty much finished with reading about the mob and learning more, but I got to say, when I started reading those documents, I started to get back into that aspect. Well, that shit'll do it because it's new info. You know what I mean? It's new information. Like NYC Crime Spot did a show last night. It was about the Jimmy Heidel thing with Gas Pipe, and he got into some new details that I never knew, and I read the book, Gas Pipe, and everything, and that shit was in, like, I was like glued to my fucking seat. So, you know, you'll get stuff like that, you know, but you generally don't get those types of things from, I don't know, let's just say as an example, Lee Cole, you know. Oh my God, I'm so stuffy. Yeah, Joe Bag of Donuts. Well, listen. Oh, don't get me started. Oh, Philadelphia Pee Wee said, hello, Shanna. Give Anne Marie a call. She's anxious about what we talked about. Yeah, my bad, Pee Wee. I have been in a bad way the last 48 hours or so. I haven't been feeling well. So I don't even remember if I passed that message on to Shanna yet. So don't blame her. Blame me. I'm sorry. James Proctor, PMP. Lee said something that he and Danny would never have issues and that the other side just wants there to be problems. There was always an issue. The info on the mob is so stale. Sammy came up with the crazy hit on Chin jumping through a storefront with an Uzi. I didn't know about that. I'll host your show tomorrow and you sit back and enjoy. Bro, anytime you want to do that. I would be fucking I'd be thrilled to hear what you have to say, bro. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow, this is what I want. I want to not do a show on my channel. I want Bill Catolo, Francesco Fiordolino, the King of Liberty Avenue, and let me think. There's one other person I have in mind. Jimmy Calandra, I would like to join. I'd like them to do a show for me tomorrow on my channel without me even being here. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Today on Lee's show, he said it was his last show, and then Lee tried to make a joke out of it. The King of Liberty Avenue, what do you think of Danny leaving Lee's show? Have you talked to him? Lee is cursing FBS from his oversized chair. FBS, you were fair about Danny. You said you were going to give him a chance to see what happened. Yes. For good reason. Possibly, Mustache Pete. I can't say for sure. Jimmy Calandra warned us about Lee's scumbaggery a year ago. Lee is his own worst enemy, and he'll never change. Oh, without a doubt. I know that Danny hasn't been able to be on as many shows lately because of his business. There was a live stream interview that didn't have Danny on Friday night. Well, I don't know if it was all because of his business. It could have been. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I think Danny's been trying to step away. Oh, of course, Mustache Pete. Yeah. Yes, Beck Brooklyn. He did. Lee just said right now on Angel's show it's not true. Oh, man. You have no idea how badly I want to do something. You have no idea. Should I do something? The other night, Lee makes a guest appearance on NB's show, and Gay 8 says Lee Cole, the new king of MobTube. Boy, Lee thought who the fuck he was. And Bay 8, what do you know about MobTube? You're barely a guest here, bro. All right, all right. 279 people. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I could do something. All right. Let's see what happens. Give me a minute. My man Bill Catolo, what's up, bro? Good to see you here as always. If Lee said it's not true, good enough. If Lee says it's not true, you know it's true. So what's Lee's excuse for why this is happening? Well, what did I just make this up? I just pulled it out of my ass. No, guys. Nope. Jesse Roth, help save me. Someone save me. FBS is holding me hostage and common sense threatened me. Yeah, I'm working on it. Let me see what happens, guys. Give me a second. I hope you get the feeling better. My friend, please drink plenty of water and stay rested. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm not going to stay on too long. I'm just going to see if I can make something happen real quick. And if not, it's all good. I'll give it a shot. Terry Time, oldest and baddest. 144 likes, not bad. Thank you, Terry Time. Of course he said that, Frank. I believe FBS, but I believe all the other side Calvary convinced him not to leave late. I don't think so. I got to be honest. Lee is just making it out to be a joke that Danny wasn't serious about at all. Okay. Yes, Beck Brooklyn, they did. All right, let me see something. Philadelphia, listen, it's possible, but I was told never again. Give me a second. All right. So listen, all I could say is this: if any announcements are going to be made, or for some reason I have to come back on, I'll schedule the show 15 minutes in advance. Make sure you all hit your notification bells, and maybe you'll see something special. That's all I can say. Uh, I've been a follower of yours since the beginning. I don't say much. I think it's important you get your health in order, and I wanted to support because I enjoy your show. Take a break, but come back soon. Thank you, BM. I think I most likely will. So, I don't know, guys. You don't. Listen, I'll be the first to admit to you, I'm nuts. Okay, I could wake up tomorrow and just want to do a show and wind up doing one. But my plan, as of right now, is to try to take a break for a while. Okay, and I'm not just talking about a day. So I'll see. I might not stick to that. I'll be the first to admit. Might be back tomorrow. Might be back tonight. But I don't plan on it. If something comes up and I need to come on, if somebody has something they want to say or something, I will. I'll pop back on, probably just for 15 minutes or so. Trust me, FPS doesn't dabble in making assumptions unless he knows for sure. Very true. Except for one thing. I may have fucked up about something, but it's not this. I'll get back to you on that. Um, all right. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you for everything. Yeah, maybe if I'm up to it, I'll do some DJ stuff, or I'll just drop videos. You know what I mean? But I'm out of here for now, guys. 291 people. Everybody, please hit the like button. Thank you, everyone who donated. It means a lot to me. Listen, guys. I can't reiterate enough how important these donations are, and you know, I think about even SoFlo, for example. You got SoFlo on here 3 hours a fucking day, sometimes twice a day for even longer. Damn near every day of the week, entertains the shit out of you, as do I. It's important. If you guys can donate, please do it. Whether it's $1, $5, same thing for him and Gunsmoke and everybody else on here who entertains you, including the fucking people we don't like. Their people should be donating to them. Everybody, um, you know, should be shown appreciation from the people who watch if they can do it. If not, at least hit the like button for us. All right, I'm out of here for now, guys. I'm going to go get some rest. I love you all, and until next time, salute.